Thank you.
Okay, we are back now. A little ahead of schedule, but not too bad. Up next is Penguin8r with Kanye Quest 3030. What is that? Well, he'll have to tell you everything, because there's no way I could describe this game for you. But yeah, so I'm going to pass it off to him, and good luck to him.
Alright, my name is Penguin8r, and I'll be running Kanye Quest 3030. So, we'll go ahead and get started. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So this is a PC RPG starring Kanye West. It's critically acclaimed. It has a Grammy-winning soundtrack. So, just the beginning here, a little bit of speed tech. We're holding down buttons to speed up the scroll there. So Kanye West is a very famous celebrity, but he still has to do normal tasks like getting Kanye dressed. So we're gonna head over here, put on our Kanye vest. And our next chore for the day, we're gonna take out the trash. So just head over here, grab the trash, and we'll grab a Coke. You know, just in case we get thirsty on the way outside while we're taking out the trash. Just head over to the dumpster, but before we can get there, we get sucked into a wormhole. And suddenly we're in distant future, the Bay Area, the year 3030. So I'm just gonna do a quick menu to speed things up, turn off bad animations, that sort of thing, make things go faster. Random encounters in this game aren't too bad. You can usually run away right away. So this is gonna be our first fight of the game. We're fighting Tupac. It's actually a clone of Tupac. He's just gonna come and fight us. So we're hoping he doesn't defend when we use Dark Fantasy. That's our big move. You can only use it twice with MP. Otherwise you should use Dis, which is the basic fight command in this game. So there we go. Not too hard, that fight. Now Tupac's gonna join us. So he explains to us that the base god has been, I guess, deposed and taken over by the base god clone, who's pretending to be the real one. So Tupac's trying to start a revolution against the base god clone. And we join him, and we're going to go over to New York to try to recruit more rappers to take on the base god. So as we walk out here, we're trying to stay on the sidewalk. The sidewalk is supposed to have a lower encounter rate. I also stopped to grab a microphone that was lying around there. That's a weapon that will help Tupac do a bit more damage. Just running away from any random encounters. Some of them are kind of scary. So far they haven't been too bad. Alright, so now we're in Brooklyn. I'm gonna talk to this lady here. She wants to know what the base god has, so we tell her that he has swag, and then she gives us 20 swag, which is the money in this game. So just to be safe, I'm gonna heal up here at the inn. And then progression in this game is mostly based around disabling these laser gates in every city. So to do that in this city, we have to talk to this guy, pay him a small fee, and he turns it off for us. Tells us not to tell his boss, even though his boss is standing right next to us when we do it, so I'm not sure how the boss doesn't notice. So that turned off the gate here so we can walk through. This guy's being kind of mean. I might need to heal up Kanye before our next fight. Up an item there, we're going to sell that later. So this will be the fight against RZA of the Wu-Tang Clan. He's actually one of the hardest fights in the game. He has an ability called 7th Chamber that can pretty much one-shot anyone in my party, so I'm going to save beforehand, so to make sure I'm safe. So strategy here, try to silence him to prevent that 7th Chamber, which he just felt like using right away. That's pretty rough. Tupac's the main damage though. His hit 'em up ability does good damage and confuses, which can keep us safe. So hopefully we can still make it through. Don't really need Kanye here. Alright, so unfortunately that sometimes happens, so we'll try again, just resuming from our safety save. This is the one fight in the game that can kill Rens. Fortunately it's pretty early on, so if you want to reset when you're trying for, you know, PB, that's not too bad. one's going better so far. I think we'll make it through just fine. Alright, there we go. RZA down, so now he'll join us, and we'll head over to the Long Island area to recruit more people before we take on the local overlord, who is a Biggie Smalls clone. Tupac's a little low, so I'll stop and heal to be safe. Probably don't really need to, but we have plenty of money throughout the run, so might as well. So just healing up again, make sure Tupac's good to go. He's still our main damage dealer. Now that we have RZA, we're a bit safer. RZA has an ability called Grave Digger, which puts enemies to sleep and lowers their defense, so both keeps us safe and helps us do damage. So we'll see RZA using that Grave Dig ability pretty much all game long from now on. This fight isn't too bad typically. The one thing that can be dangerous is if she uses her cooking on us, because the cooking can poison, you know, naturally. Alright, pretty clean fight there. Now we can go into Long Island. We'll pick up a nice Fanta grape that's lying around there. So the gimmick in this city will be to buy an item that disables the laser gate array. So we'll heal up and buy the necessary items. We're also going to buy a few weapons, which will help us out a lot. We sell our extra drinks for some extra cash. Sorry, swag. We got the platinum microphone, we'll give that to Tupac. And that array overloader lets us disable that gate. Ooh. Jay-Z can be scary. He has 99 problems, which he is showing us there. Fortunately, it didn't hit Tupac. Tupac's the one we care about the most. Alright, so we'll come to another cloning facility, and we'll find an MF Doom clone. He's usually not too hard, so we'll fight him and get him to join us as well. Just do a quick menu to equip those microphones. Give Kanye the hand-me-down microphone. Another safety save. So same idea as before, hit him up with Tupac to confuse him, Grave Dig with RZA to keep him asleep, Dark Fantasy for some extra damage with Kanye, now that we already slowed him down with Sarcophagus. I think he's the wrong ability, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, another pretty clean fight. Now we have our final party member, MF Doom. MF Doom's actually one of the strongest party members. He joins at a higher level, and he can poison people, as well as he has an ability called Doomsday, which does pretty good damage to all enemies. So we'll see that used a lot, and we'll try to poison everything. Poison is very strong in this game. So the percentage of the enemy's health every turn. Just heal up again. Again, it's a marathon run, so might as well be safe. It's only like 10 seconds detour every time we want to heal. Getting ready to head over to Biggie Smalls' house, but it's guarded by these task force members. We have to take them on first. So a little bit different, we're going to use the multi-target abilities and put them to sleep. Oh, I think I forgot to equip MF Doom, so he actually can't use his special ability. But that's okay, we'll be fine for this fight. Yeah, one mechanic in this game, some abilities you can only use if you have a weapon equipped. For example, the Doomsday ability, which I wanted to use, and the hologram ability, which I have Tupac using. Alright, fortunately they didn't heal themselves, which makes it take a bit longer. Let's go ahead and equip what I was supposed to. Let's give him his laptop. Save before fighting Biggie Smalls. So back to single target strats. I still want to poison this guy with the special herbs from MF Doom. Trying to keep him confused as well as asleep. Alright, looks like the poison actually missed. Try that again. Poison still missed. Alright, there we go. Got the poison, so it's 325 every turn. Pretty big deal to have him poisoned. And now I can just try to do as much damage as possible. Only thing that can go badly here is if he decides to heal himself. Which he tends to do at the end. Alright, there we go. Biggie Small is down. So of course all that's left is to go back to the Bay Area and take on the base god clone himself. Gonna walk back across the country. Back in the Bay Area. And since we have plenty of swag now, we're just gonna stock up on healing items to keep us safe for the rest of the run. Should be good. Go ahead and pop a few cokes. Make sure we're all healthy. Then another task force fight. It's pretty much the same as the first one, just use some multi-target abilities. And actually poison them this time. They do poison me, so I'll cure that at the end here. Alright, one more round to do it, except they just healed themselves, so it'll take a little bit longer. Oh, they're being pretty mean with those heals today. I'm not sure if there's actually a way to stop that heal. I don't actually know much about how this game works, I just run the game occasionally and happen to have world record. Alright, so just a few more hits, so we'll just use the easy attacks. There we go. Alright, so now we head into the Base God Cathedral for the final fight. Again, I want to make sure we're all healed up before we go in. Alright, so this is actually not the real Base God, it's a Base God clone, so we have to dethrone him. Fight plays similarly to the Biggie Smalls fight. Try to poison him and then confuse and sweep him. Yeah, you see that poison doing 500 every turn, which is pretty huge. If I need to, I can have Kanye heal with the items. He doesn't have much else to do. Unfortunately, MF Doom is confused right now, so he's not doing the damage I'd like. A little scared for RZA, so we'll have Kanye heal him. And time will be on the kill here, which should be this turn. Not quite. Alright, if he doesn't heal, there we go, that's time. So we defeated the Base God clone, and the real Base God is now free to return, and we've saved the world. So just a quick ending cutscene here. So now all the clones have been freed from the Base God clone's tyranny, and we can go back to our current time. And our boy Jay-Z comes around to say hi, and we can finally take out the trash. We've completed our quest of taking out the trash, and that's the game. That was Kanye Quest. Alright, so thanks for letting me run this, and good luck to all the rest of the runners. Hope the event runs smoothly.
Thank you very much, Penguin8r, for that run of a Kanye quest. Mark. 3030. Coming up next will be Dragon Darch doing Final Fantasy 1 GBA. So I'm just going to need a couple more minutes to make sure everything is set up properly, and since we're 30 minutes ahead of schedule or so, so we will get to that shortly. I do have one donation to read that came in during that run, and that was a $20 donation from Sai990, just wanting to wish RPGC the best and let her decide where she wants to put this money. I passed along the message to her, but she hasn't responded yet, so I will get back to you with what she wants when the time comes. Okay, so I will be back in just a minute. I need to test his audio.